landing page with single price introductory section. So this is what we are going to prepare with the help of HTML and CSS, which is taken up from the front-end mentor site. So this is the project what we are going to build it today. And this is the desktop view. The next one is the mobile view. So if you see in the desktop view, this is the image what they have provided us. These are icons which we need to call it. This is a button, H1 paragraph. This is again a kind of, I can say, a logo. It seems that we need to see that it is a logo or what. And this is again, I can say, a logo with the content. So this is the background image again they have provided. So this is what we are going to build it today. And in the mobile view, things will be like that. So the button will get enlarged and this all these icons will come in the center. Earlier in the desktop view, it will be in the left and the right corner, but here it will come in this particular position. So let us download the starter files. And here, if you see, I have already downloaded it. And 1 second. Mm, mm, mm. So, okay. So let us link it and see what they have provided us so that we will see how far we need to go here. So as you see, 1 second. So as you see, okay. So nothing they have provided as usual. So this footer is not required. So let us comment it out, Control S, and let it be live so that what we are doing will be reflecting parallelly. So this is by default, it is showing in Safari. So we will use Chrome as our default browser. And I prefer and I suggest also to please use this as your default browser. So let us have the system settings here. Okay. And here they have given a design. Okay. So, this button. Okay. All these icons which we need to take it. Fine. And okay, so let us start doing it. In the index.html, we have already seen they have given nothing. And in the style guide, so style guide, they have asked they have shared the dimensions for the mobile and desktop view and wallet soft magenta color they have asked. Okay, so for the headings. And open font, very good, and open sans. So two fonts we need to use. Okay, so they have specified very clearly for the heading we need to use the Poppins font with the font weight of 400, 600, and for the open sans we have the font weight of 400. Fine. Now for the icons, oh, very nice. So they have asked to use the font awesome, and their icons they have given it. So perfectly, the thing is very nice, and so let us start building this thing. So here, if you see, 1 second. Okay, so let us have the first thing which is the style.css, and here we will link it. Now this is what, okay, so this is not required currently here. What is required is this particular thing. Okay, so okay. So let us see how we are going to take the best advantage. So let us start with dot parent container. And in this parent class container, what we are going to do, we have some images as a logo. So we will use img and the path, which is the logo for bg logo svg. Okay. So control S, let us see which logo is coming here. Okay, it has come here, but see control A. So there is something which is here. So I'm correct here. So this is what this sign and the matter huddle. It comes the complete here. Now, after this thing, what we are going to do, we will have another uh, dot grid layout. And again, what we are going to do, we will link that image, which is the illustration mockup. That is the image which contains of that icons. Yes, this image. Okay. Now after this thing, this is the image here. 1 second. Okay. So now this logo is there. Now we will see for the right hand side of the image. So here what we are going to do, we'll have another div dot, let us see content. And in this content, we will create a one which have this thing and a paragraph which contains the second thing. So second, and after that, what we are going to do, we will have a para, and in this para, we will shift this particular thing. So this is, I can say, the whole of the content on the right side. Now, next we will be having a button, and button have the value as register. Okay, now let us see how it is performing. Okay. So we have this thing. Okay. Now we have some icons that what they have given us to use. So for this thing, let us link those things first. And after that, what we are going to do, we will create a UL unordered list. And in this unordered list, we have li into a greater than 3. Uh, 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 okay. So let us do this thing here only. Anchor tag. And in this anchor tag, as we do not want the click functionality, so we will put hash here. And okay. So this is the structure, and we will replicate this thing 2 more times. Now, what we are going to do here, we will use the fav icons. Okay. So they have the path already they have given us here. So let us add those things. So here in this particular thing, we have the anchor tag, and in this anchor tag, we have put the hash functionality. And in this hash functionality, what I am going to do, data I will have a class, and the class will be something they have given font awesome and smooth. Okay. So I will be using fab and will have for Facebook. Next is next is Insta. Oh, sorry, Twitter. So dash F. Similarly, we are going to have here also. So I class again FAB, a common class, and separate class will be for Twitter FA dash TWITTER. And again, we will be following the same thing for the Insta. So for the Insta, it will be, let me say, class again FAB space FAB dash INSTAGRAM Instagram. So this is what we have designed. Now in the top, what we are going to do here, we need to link the icons. So for this thing, nothing important, nothing special is required. So let us already, I already have the download link here. So this is what they have given. So you can see the icons are there. Fine. Now let us see what we need to do the next here. So 1 second. So let me make it perfect. So we'll have control A, control shift P, format selection, and things will be in a perfect shape. Okay. So you can see all the extra spaces will get removed with the help of this format selection thing. Now after this thing, okay. So let us see the next thing here, which is the CSS part. So for this thing, we have created a file. We already created a file. Okay, so what? So, but before going to this thing, they have asked to use style guide. They have asked to use two type of Google fonts. So first one is the Poppins, and the second one is the Open Sans. So let us explore that. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the Poppins. Okay, Poppins is already here. So Poppins, 400 and 600. So where is 400? 400. 600. And for the open Sans. Open Sans, Open Sans. Where is Open Sans? Here. 400 bit is we need to add. So Open Sans. Okay. So just quickly what we are going to do, we are going to import in our style.css. Fine. So this is what we have. And now Control S, and now what we are going to do. Oh, 1 second, 1 second. Where is the output? So this is not required. Okay. So now let us discuss something about the alignment part. So here the logo is somewhat here. You can see here. So this logo, some space we need to create here from the top and from the left. Things will be right. And also from the bottom side, we need to create some space and we need to fix this image a little bit down. And all this content, including this register button, will come on the this side, right side. And all these icons on the extreme right corner here. So let us see how we are going to fix it. So this thing. Okay. So first, how we are going to make it? We will be using box sizing water box. No, 1 second, not required. Box sizing water box and 1 second. Box sizing water box. Now for this thing, after this thing, what we are going to do, we will take the body. The body. Now we are going to add the background image. So we have a background image. 1 second. I have one doubt. This is what for the desktop view. And for the mobile view, okay, the image will be in a shorter position. Fine. Okay, so the background image, we will be using the BG text. So this is the one image. Now, background repeat. Okay. And again, we will fix it. So background size power. And next we will be using a background color, what is being given by them. So the style guide. Okay. So let us take up this wallet color because this is the wallet color which comes here. So simply looks similar. Fine. Now, 1 second. Okay. Now, some space from here. From it. No. Okay. So now if you have noticed one thing, this Huddle, as I've told you, Huddle comes with a logo and the alphabet. So this is what it is coming. So what we are going to do, we want some space See, we want some space from the top, bottom, and the left side that we will create. And all this matter, this thing including the register button needs to be shift on the right side of the screen, and including this button, some work needs to be done on the button to make it. So let us do something here. Okay. So we have this thing backgrounds color we have given. Now what is left? So okay, so we need to give the font also. Font family. One second. They have the font. Uh, 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 okay, now looks similar. Open sense. And now DG display grid. And as soon as we apply display grid, we need to declare the place items. And next, what we are going to do, we will be using a minimum height of, let's say, 100 view height. Now, similarly, we will get the spaces from the. Now, for this thing, let us pick up the next thing, which is called as dot parent plus container. Okay. So for this thing, we have something which is called as a width, and this width will be, let it be and height. Height is currently not required, so we will be using a margin which is auto, and maximum width what we are going to take it will be 100%. Mm, 1 minute. Perfect. After this thing, we have so many images. So let us target the images also. So img, and the maximum width. Let it be 100%. So 1 second. Let it. Okay. Now after this thing. Okay. Now after this thing, we have the next class. Dev. Okay, so this is the next class, and after that we have the content. Here we will use a display of a grid. So grid layout contains how many things? See, this grid layout contains this thing, contains the image only. Which image? This image. So now how we are going to fix it? So we have GTC grid template columns, and let it be 8FR, and again 8FR. Okay. And We have a property which is called as the gap. So we will use column gap here. Will be 1.2 rem, and we have from the top we want some space as I've told you. So let it be 20. Yes. Fine. And after this thing, we will be targeting the H1. So how you are going to fix this H1? So this H1 is currently the this matter. So as they have asked to use, mm, okay, so for the headings, we have asked to use the Poppins font with the font weight of 400 and 600. So let it be. And after that, uh, okay, so white color Poppins font. So color will be white. And after that, we will use a font weight of, let it be 400 as that as what they asked to use. Now again the paragraph. The paragraph again in the same color. So white and opacity, let it be. Now after this thing, we need to focus on button. Why? Because the button here is a very important thing here. If you see, it comes in a oval shape. So let us create, let us design the button. So we'll have a padding of, let it be 16 px and okay. And after that, we have which is called as the font size. So font size, they have asked to use. Okay. And another thing, we have a property which is called as a border radius to make it oval. And next outline, no outline is required here. Let us see one again. So this is what, okay, box shadows there and font color is also there. So we will add those things. So the color again, and box shadow, which is 0.5 px, 10 px, and we have R sorry RGBA, which is the 0, 0, 0, and 0.3 will be perfect. And one thing is left here, we need to check the border to be none. Okay. Now, for this thing, UL. display of flex. See, everything will be aligned in a row. So you can see everything is aligned in a row here. Now we will use the JC justify content to flex off. And where is it? And we'll use adding of 0 with list type to be no. Okay. So we have the I, the font color will be white. So these are our icons. Now, here we have our anchor tag, which we need to design properly. Because this anchor tag contains this anchor tag. See here. So you see this anchor tag, because we have disabled the click functionality. So here this anchor tag contains a I class with a fab common class and separate classes for Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So that is what we are going to align. We'll have a border and one second. This border, and we want some space, and this thing we will again use a border radius property for 50% to make it. Oh, okay, fine. So okay, and and again display of flex line item center. One second. Why this is coming? One second. Things are good, but I don't understand why it is coming here. This one dot. One second. Okay, so let us do this thing first, then we will see how we are going to move it. So align item center, and we will use the specify item center, and we need to increase the height because it looks very small. So we have some height property which will be 40p x width px. Okay, and again margin left, let it be 14px and cdn. Okay, this is how it looks like that. Justify item center, align item center. And now it's moved. So we have for border property 2px solid white with the border radius of 50% display of flex. Align item center, justify item center. Height 40px, width 40px. Margin from the left to 14% and 14px. Text decoration will be none. After that, what we are going to do, let us design this thing for our mobile view also, because we have mobile view also which we need to deliver. So for this thing, what we are going to do, one minute, Control A, Control Shift P, format selection. Okay, so now things are Control S. So you can see things are aligned perfectly. But okay, so at the rate media screen and Mac bed px dot grid layout. For this thing, what we are going to do, we will using GTC grid template column with 1F. So let us, oh, okay. So, and this logo will have the width, let it be 200 px But 1 second, we have to create a class. Mm, mm. Oh, and again, after that, this logo, we will be using this particular thing. So, illustration plus ILL. Let it be ILL. But ILL will have a width, a smaller width will be 44%, looks nice. Okay. And again, for the content will have the width again will be, let it be, and text align center. And for the UL part, the unordered list, we use justify content to of start and uh, position will be absolute. On the right, we want something to be shift. Let it be 36%. Okay. So position will be absolute from the right 30%. And for the content, width will be 44%, text align will be center. And this illustration will have the width of 44% with the logo with the width of 200 px. So again, for the media screen, we have this kind of designing what we do. But here one thing we need to fix, which is left here. 1 second. This is what all about today's project, the Huddle landing page. I hope you all have enjoyed it. So thank you. Thanks a lot.